volare, o, cantare, o. To fly, to sing. I don't sing, that's why I just read it. But Aunt Sarah loved this song. She sang these words often. This song is about freedom and joy and optimism. Sarah embodied the joy and the optimism that this song conveys. I thought this would be easier. Though constrained by mental illness for much of her life, limited eyesight and hearing later in life, and living arrangements that she did not prefer, we can agree that in her mind and in her heart and in her action, Aunt Sarah was free to fly, and she was eager to sing. Sarah Lucille Campagna was born in Omaha, Nebraska on September 8th, 1914, to Thomas and Josephine Campagna. I always had trouble remembering her birthday, and each year as it approached, I would ask her if it was the 8th or the 9th, and she'd look at me like I was crazy. How could I get that wrong? I usually did. And on the prayer card, we got that right, September 8th, 1914. When I was looking at the obituary again last night, it says September 9th. That was published in the San Jose Mercury News. And I looked at the program that reproduced the obituary, September 9th, 1914, and on the front cover, September 8th, 1914, September 9th. So I took a black pen, and that's why there's that imperfection there. I changed the 9 to an 8. She's probably looking at me like I'm crazy again. Still can't get the date right. I always knew the 1914 though. Never forgot that. Aunt Sarah's birth certificate says that her Italian name is Conetta Campagna. Sarah told me years ago that Conetta is Italian for Sarah. We'll take her word for it. It is interesting that Sarah's parents, Thomas and Josephine, were born Gaetano and Giuseppa. Their Italian names, like Sarah's, sublimated into their Americanized counterparts. Aunt Sarah took on the middle name Lucille as her confirmation name, following the death of a cousin who had spinal meningitis, hence Sarah Lucille Campagna. Aunt Sarah adored her family. She was the oldest of 6 children. Sebastian came next, Sam, Dawn, Marie, and Tom. Her family was most important to her. At the mention of one of her siblings, Aunt Sarah would say, "So-and-so was a good brother, Marie was a good sister. She loved family reunions. She loved any family gathering. She often, as I said, I thought this would be easier. She often talked about having a house where she could entertain everyone, and insisted that there was a home in Santa Clara for her. There was no such home in Santa Clara, though Sarah believed it adamantly. And Sarah was proud of her family. She was also proud of the work that she used to do, whether it was door-to-door sales, taking care of her younger brother Tom, or working at the family restaurant. Those were good times for Aunt Sarah, especially the restaurant, where she worked with her mom and Tom. Family members used to say that Aunt Sarah was eccentric or an eccentric. She wasn't. She was fun. She was often zany. She had thoughts that were strange to the rest of us. She did things that were strange to the rest of us. This is because she had mental illness. She had that for most of her life, probably since her late teens. This is a significant fact, but it did not define her. Sarah persevered, living with family, living on her own. We all marvel at how well Aunt Sarah was able to survive. And when family was more involved, thrive. Just wanted to share a couple short memories. We all know that Sarah had a great sense of humor. She loved to laugh. I remember one time about 15 years ago when my friend Jeff and I took her grocery shopping at PW. She had a general routine, but not when Jeff was around. He broke the rules and he broke the routine. Aunt Sarah just went along with the fun. As Jeff loaded her down with an armful of toilet paper and big bags of potato chips and other things. They weren't heavy, they're just unwieldy. I turned my back on them for 10 seconds. My reaction? Not good. I had choice words for my friend Jeff. And Sarah's reaction? She smiles, laughs, she says, "That guy." I was mad, but as I said, she just went along with the fun and made me have fun with that moment. Eating out at public venues was entertaining. There were lots of great times at the Burger Barn in recent years. Everyone there knew Sarah. We were loud. Everyone was part of the conversation. And Sarah was so cute as she ordered a hamburger, asking if they had beer, settling for a root beer and a refill. As I said, Sarah loved her family, and she especially loved my mom. She saw my mom not just as a sister-in-law, but as her sister. And I would see them embrace, and she would say, "You're the best sister." That was a special relationship. Aunt Sarah especially appreciated all the soft seasonal candies, whether it was Valentine's Day or Easter. She appreciated the fresh fruit that was all pre-sliced. And she appreciated the parties that Clorinda would organize. Little children made Aunt Sarah especially happy. She would declare how happy she was as she hugged Olivia or Gianluca or any other child. Aunt Sarah will be remembered for her sense of humor, love of family, her singing and dancing, and her kindness. Volare, oh, cantare, oh. Let's fly way up to the clouds, away from the maddening crowds. We can sing in the glow of a star that I know of, where lovers enjoy peace of mind. Let us leave the confusion and all disillusion behind. Just like bird of a feather, a rainbow together we will find. No wonder my happy heart sings. Your love has given me wings. On November 25th, 2018, at the age of 104, Aunt Sarah died peacefully in her sleep after breakfast. Thank you, Aunt Sarah, for being our loving and beloved sister, aunt, sister-in-law, and friend. We will miss you. Fly, sing, be free, be at peace. I invite Don Campagna up to share some words that were written by Cousin Tom.